hold me captive, Jungkook. It's not fair, I said, crying. But no one is holding you captive, my dear. Jungkook said, you may go wherever you want, but you have to come back to me, and you are not allowed to tell anyone what I told you or that I touched you, understand? But you told me not to leave. You will leave, but not now. You are going to make your parents suspicious. Now go and get dressed, and don't say a word to anyone, okay? Otherwise, Jungkook said, and he gave me one of those looks which made me shiver. I ran to my room, locking the door. How can a man change his personality in a few minutes? For a moment, I thought that Jungkook has changed, but he was the same stupid, even worse. He had become a mafia. That means he's spending his time with dangerous people. And the worst thing was that his family had no idea what he was doing. I had to do something to get out of here, but I had a strange feeling that I hadn't met before. I knew Jungkook was one of the bad guys, but I was attracted to his wickedness. His gaze and smile were driving me crazy, and when he was touching me, he sent shivers all over my body. No, Ryan, no. My heart was fighting with my mind, and I felt like I was about to get mad. Ryan? I heard Anne knocking on the door. I opened it quickly. For God's sake, Ryan, why are you locking your door with the key? Who is gonna eat you? Your brother, I said in my mind. Did my brother do anything to you? She asked worriedly. No, I lied. It's just, I don't know honestly, but why do you ask me if he did anything to me? I asked suspiciously. Well, I know that when he wants somebody, he's kind of crazy, but otherwise, he's a good boy. And do you think he wants me? Ryan, my love, I can see it from a long distance how he looks at you. I'm surprised that he hasn't been telling you anything naughty until now. No, it was okay. We went out and that's it. I lied, remembering what happened today. I don't even know where he is now. I know, she said and winked. He's at the club where we met him last time. What do you say? Are we going over him? No, I said quickly. I'm very tired. Come on, Ryan. Leave me alone with this crying. That's what you said last time as well. Come on, get out of your bed. Put on the hottest dress you have and let's go. May I tell you something, Anne? Promise me you won't tell anyone. I'm afraid of him. She looked at me with wide eyes. Why? Then I told Anne everything, except the part where her brother was a mafia. And do you know what the biggest problem is? I liked it too, but something holds me back. Do you know something? Let's don't talk about Jungkook. Damn it. Let's go and have fun. What do you say? Come on, my beautiful girl. I wore a short leather dress with a deep neckline and some boots. I left my hair free and did foxy eyes makeup with nude lips and left my room. Whoa, a bad girl in the house. Anne laughed. You are hot just like the fire from this lighter, she said and took a cigarette. Thank you, I smiled. When we got there, we could see Jungkook, Anne's boyfriend, and another guy. Damn, I heard Jungkook swearing when he saw me. Hello boys, Anne said and kissed her boyfriend. Hello boys, I said too. That's all? Weren't you gonna kiss me, baby? Jungkook smirked. I nodded, praying for him to stop. Oh, you're so bad, kitten. Guys, I have a joint. What do you say? Are you in? Anne said by taking out a cigarette from her purse. Light it and give it to Ryan first. Jungkook said, giving me an intense look. No thanks, I don't smoke. You do now. Jungkook smirked. I grabbed the joint and inhaled the toxic weed, but I choked. Suddenly, I got high, but I felt so relaxed. After we finished, we all went inside, where we took some drinks and sat on a couch in a private booth rented by Jungkook, who was standing in front of me and not losing sight of me. From the speakers, I could hear a song which was about bad guys and money. I saw Jungkook smirking at me, and I knew the song was fitting him. Let's dance, Anne said, and she grabbed my arm and pulled me up the couch. The joint seemed to give me courage, so I began to wave my hips, biting my lip. Jungkook was hungrily staring at me from head to toe, and at one point he pulled my hand, guiding me to sit on his lap. You are the boss of my money, baby. But beyond them, we can be gods together. Just be mine. Jungkook lightly whispered against my ear. I laughed, resting my head on his shoulder. I liked the feeling I felt and seemed to have forgotten everything that had happened before. I looked around and saw that everybody was gone by magic. I turned around to straddle him and began to kiss him tightly. I tried to get up because I felt dizzy, but Jungkook grabbed my arm. I don't remember ever feeling so good since I started having. It was like the sensations were 10 times stronger. Finally, I got off him feeling weak and cleaned my dress without saying a word, angry that I couldn't fight my attraction to him because of a drug. I had a severe headache when I woke up the following morning. I can't recall how I got home. All I can recall is that the lads had left and Anne had chosen to leave as well, but I could hardly stand. With Anne's assistance, I made my way outside. She informed me that she was going to her boyfriend's place and asked whether it was okay for me to take a taxi. What happened next? I can't remember a thing. After taking a shower to relax, I saw a note that read, "To be continued," on the nightstand. Although I was unsure of the author's identity, I had a suspicion after vaguely recalling the previous evening. I folded it up before throwing it away. My luggage was packed. I was resolved to get out of there and away from him. Nothing could be done because he had turned me into his toy. I couldn't imagine having a happy life with him. And what else is there to appreciate about him? I'm unsure. But I adored Jungkook. God, I had such a strong love for Jungkook. I don't remember what time it was when I woke up in an unfamiliar room. At the foot of the bed, I could see Jungkook seated. What's happening? I asked Jungkook while trying to glance around. But I was unable to do because of how heavy my head felt. Where am I? What's happening, Jungkook? I yelled, but Jungkook just stared at me. What's happening? I will let you know what's happening, my beautiful YN. I believe I advised you not to try any tricks. You will now be locked up in this room until you start listening, Jungkook said before giving me a forceful kiss. Leave me alone. You are crazy, you stupid. Where am I? In my apartment. You can't keep me here. You will make everyone suspicious. Your parents will ask about me. I already told them you left, Jungkook said and set me free. And what will you tell my family? You can't lie to them, Jungkook. They know I only had to stay with you for a week. They are not stupid. Don't worry, baby. I can handle them. Now we can have some fun without being interrupted by anyone. Jungkook winked. Maybe I don't want to have fun with you, I said disgustedly. Well said, maybe. But I saw you enjoying last night while doing it with me, Jungkook said, raising his eyebrow. Where are you going? You can't leave me here alone, I cried desperately when Jungkook began to walk towards the door. You won't be alone, baby, Jungkook said, and one of his gorillas entered the door. You can't leave me here alone, Jungkook. I'm begging you, I said, trying to run after him. But I was taken up by that filthy man and thrown on the bed. Be good, Ryan. The man has a free hand to do anything to you if you try something, Jungkook shouted after he was leaving. I began to cry out loud. How could he do such a thing? May I go to the bathroom? I asked the filthy man after calming down. He opened the door and motioned for me to move, then followed me. You are not going to come with me, aren't you? Don't worry, I'm not going to run away. Orders are orders, miss, he said and crossed his arms over his chest. You can at least wait in front of the door. I don't want you to see me undressed. Finally, the man let me. So I turned on the water and started looking for a way to get out. The window was too small, but maybe if I forced myself, I could get out through it. I opened it, but when I looked down, I was 10 floors high. Damn! I had no chance but to try to get rid of this creep and take his keys. But how? Miss, are you done? He shouted. Just a second, I'm taking a shower. When I finished, I laid on the bed. I'm hungry, I said after a while. I will order some food for you. I would love some soup. Good, I will cook you a delicious soup then. But you don't have the ingredients. Well, I will make you a list of what I need, and you can go shopping. I can't run as long as I'm locked up here. Okay. After I told him what to buy, he left, locking the door with the key. While I was in the bathroom, I found a 5 milligram bottle of melatonin. As far as I knew, it was one of the strong sleeping pills on the market. I could put one of them in the sucker's foot and I could take the keys to get the hell out of here. I hid them in my bra and a pill in my pocket. I kept walking around the room like a lion in the cage, thinking that he was not coming back and Jungkook might appear at any moment. He came about an hour later with the ingredients and a bottle of cold Coke. So good that you bought Coke. I'm so thirsty, I said, and he took me to the kitchen. When I was ready, the sucker was sitting at the table waiting for food. I took it out on the plate and poured the contents of the pill, then handed it to him. This is so delicious, miss. I'm glad you like it. I'm so sleepy, he said, yawning. It didn't take long, and I saw him resting his head on the chair's back, snoring. I shook him a little to be sure he was dead sleeping, and then I grabbed the keys. I quickly ran to the elevator and desperately pressed the button to make it come up. I entered the elevator and pressed the ground floor button several times. When the doors were opened, I rushed out. But Jungkook grabbed my neck so that I could breathe and entered back inside with me. He pressed the button for the 10th floor with one hand. Well, but what a bad little girl you are, Ryan. Where is that idiot who was supposed to guard you? Help! I started shouting, ignoring his question. You can scream as much as you want. Nobody lives in here, Ryan, he said, and he stuck my back to the elevator's wall. Why do you want to provoke me to be bad, honey? Do you want me to let the tiger out of me? Then be a good girl and listen to me. Jungkook took me into the bedroom and pushed me on the bed, then tied my arms and feet from the bed's skeletal grills. No, Jungkook, please. What do you want from me? Untie me, Jungkook. Forgive me, Ryan, but you give me no choice, he said, running his fingers through his hair. Then he got up and left the room. No, Jungkook, come back. I'm begging you. Jungkook came an hour later, dressed in a pair of jeans, a light blue t-shirt fitting so good on his well-worked body, and a pair of white and gold sneakers on his feet. God, he was so hot that my heart began to beat fast when I saw him. Tell that sucker to call me when he wakes up. By the way, what did you give him? Nothing, I lied. Why can we not cooperate, baby? Jungkook asked and came over to me, starting to touch me. Melatonin? You are not stupid at all. Jungkook, why are you keeping me in here? You want to know why? He said, grabbing my face with one hand. Because you are so... How can I explain to you? I love to see you scared, like a little kitten. Do you want me? I asked Jungkook and bit my lower lip. Baby, I already have you. Untie me and let me show you what I can do for you, baby. Jungkook gave me a stern look before giving me a tough kiss. Ryan, do you think you can trick me? I'm not that stupid whom I let to look after you. Jungkook rushed at me and wrapped his fingers around my throat. You are lucky that stupid is over there in the kitchen and he can wake up any time. Cause I swear, Ryan, if you're bringing me into this situation, I will destroy you. But you don't have the guts. Ryan, shut up. Otherwise, I bit my lower lip, breathing deep and fast. Untie me, Jungkook smirked. I will untie you only when you learn to listen. Well, this is the end of today's video. The next part will be soon uploaded. Thank you for watching. Bye.